Hey everyone, I've got a super exciting series of videos planned where we're going to be leveraging the Chainoff SDK with a sample project that is completely open source that will break down all of the different components that you can leverage to actually set up a crypto blockchain game. We're going to walk through all of those different components in the next set of videos here, and in this video, I'll just go ahead and demo all of that functionality because I think it's such a cool concept that I don't see tapped into enough when it comes to blockchain gaming, but I think opens a huge opportunity when it comes to actually delivering value through NFTs in very simple and straightforward manners. As always, any questions, leave those down in the comments below, and then head over to Discord if you want to get started with this project or specifically with the Chainoff SDK, because I think there's a lot of potential that is waiting to be unlocked here. Everything starts from GitHub, where everything is open sourced, and you can find that in the Chainoff Unity game NFT sample project, and that'll be linked down in the description below. We'll talk about this a little bit later in future videos, but if you want to get started, start here and start on Discord where you can get an application ID. Let me head over to Unity and then we'll walk through how this works. First thing before we get started is that you do need an application ID, which you can request on Discord. And this one is just a dummy one that I happen to have for testing, but you'll need a specific one for yourself when you go to actually start testing this out. You'll paste that on the FusedVR scene, FusedVR game object, as well as you'll find that within the start scene that's within the project. Let me go ahead and click play here. You can see from the UI that we need to go ahead and actually showcase this authentication process through an email address. I'm going to be using a fake email address here just for simplicity's sake. Just head back here, copy and paste that in, click submit. Now, that will go ahead and send us an email that, as a player, I can go ahead and click to verify my email and wallet. Now I'm gonna go through MetaMask here to do the authentication. We'll go ahead and click sign, which proves ownership of my wallet and sends that back to the game. And we'll get that success message here, which if we head back to the game, you can actually now go ahead and see our map that is specific to the ID that we chose, which in this case is this randomly generated ID. I have another minted ID, actually several, 14777, which happens to be my lucky number, and a bunch of other mints that I made. And you might be asking, what are these mints? How did those all get set up? And we'll actually walk you through the website just now on how you can mint your own NFT. These are running off of the Mumbai testnet on Polygon. You could run this on Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, any of the testnets, whatever you like. I wanted to keep this as friendly to use as possible, so I just chose a testnet for the purposes of this demo, but anything here could be deployed on the main nets as well. Let me go ahead and click log out here, and we'll come back to this in just a second. Here on the GitHub pages actually for the repo. So if we go back to this repo that has the open source code, go to the branches, there's a GitHub pages repo that contains a website and the smart contract. We'll take a look at these in future videos, each of them on their own. But this is hosted on GitHub pages, and you can actually kind of infer that based on the link. And it's a minting website. So this is associated with the smart contract that got deployed. And it's very, very simple. All it does is allows you to pick a random ID. So you can just literally click the button, find an ID you like, or just type one in, like 123. And then you click mint. Same model that pops up. We'll go ahead, click MetaMask here. And this is actually gonna submit, unlike with just the Chainoff SDK, which just does a signing authentication. It's actually gonna submit a request to the blockchain and to our smart contract. Like I said, this is running on the Mumbai testnet, and you'll need to make sure that your wallet is set up on that testnet correctly. We click submit, and we're actually gonna be minting this specific ID to my wallet so that we are able to view that within our authenticated wallet. We have to give that a few seconds because Mumbai is a little slow. All right, you can see here we got our transaction confirmed from MetaMask, and here is our URL that we can actually view on Polygon. I believe it gets cut off because it's a really long one, but if we ever wanted to view that, just go to the blockchain viewer and you can actually see the mint that we were able to do successfully here. So that was all done through the website, and that was minted to the same wallet that I used to authenticate with. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and re-authenticate here. So let me go ahead and click on the latest email, click verify, same deal, go through our authentication process, prove the ownership, there we go, and we head back into Unity. Here is that new NFT that we just minted, 446, something. If I go back to our minting page, you can actually see this is the exact same thing that we went ahead and minted right there. So this is everything. Again, like I said, all of it open source on GitHub. We'll walk through step by step each of the different components that make this all possible. And the fact is, once you kind of start to piece these things together and recognize how they all work together, it's very easy to pull these into your own projects. In the next set of videos, we'll go ahead, walk through the front-end side of things, so the smart contract and the website, and then we'll move over into Unity. So look forward to all of that coming into the future. If you're not subscribed, now is a good time to do so that you don't miss all of those updates that are coming out very soon.